Welcome back to Crane's Barn Grill, and we're going to do Kenobi episode 6, which I believe is the final episode. I'd like to apologize for episode 5. I don't feel like I had much to say, and it was just boring, which is really not my fault. Hopefully this one will be better, so maybe we'll get a better reaction, better review, more things to review. The last one was just boring. I mean, it started off and they were running away to that place, and then it ended with they were running away to another place. Not much happened except for contrivances that they put in the show to make sure they can get to the next scene. Instead of thinking something creative that would naturally happen, they're going to have something conveniently happen. So then, hey, she finds, the little electronic thing, even though she's stabbed through the belly and about to die. Hey, what is that little, I'm going to go dig through the dirt or crawl to the dirt to find that thing that anybody could have dropped. Anyway. And, Darth Vader could hold back one spaceship, but he couldn't hold back the second one when it went. No, he couldn't just raise his hand again and just force stop that one. Only one a day, maybe, I guess. Maybe that's all you have time for is one a day? Or only have enough power to stop one a day. Anyway, so let's get to episode 6. I'm sure it's going to be just as disappointing as the rest of them. But I'm curious to see, and the only thing that redeems any of this is just getting to see Darth Vader. I like getting to see Anakin again. I wish they could have de-aged him a little bit more. That would have made it more believable. But I like seeing Anakin and Obi-Wan together. But maybe in this one we'll get a better Darth Vader scene. Even though I didn't like him holding back the ship. I like who doesn't like to see Darth Vader. Anyway, so episode 6. Let's see how they do the finale of this. Let's see how they do the finale of this. I can't think of any way but a dumb show. It's just dumb. I mean, you had Obi-Wan Kenobi to play with, and this is what you came up with? Ridiculous. Let's see.
Something you want to say?
I have something to say.
Wait your turn. You can have what's left when I'm done.
So she's completely okay now. Interesting. I would have been stabbed right through the belly with a lightsaber.
I'm looking for a farmer.
Does she remember him? Does she... Because how does she know he's a farmer? Did they say farmer? I don't think they said that. And she beat them there, and she's okay. And she beat them there. This is silly.
Increase firepower.
At once, Lord Vader.
That shot looked really just fake. Like dumb fake. I don't know why it just did. Like going straight across with the lasers flying. I don't know.
Power couplings are bad. I'm working on it, but those shields won't last forever.
How much time do you need?
More than we have.
So just like the last episode, they're trapped somewhere and they need more time, and Obi-Wan's going to give it for them. Is every episode like the same plot, just a different? Could they not think of a different plot? Because this was taking place in a ship, so it's different.
They're scared. She keeps their minds off.
I still don't see how they're going to rectify the fact that she acted like she didn't even know Obi-Wan in A New Hope.
Howdy. What do you need, kid?
We need a new belt for the speeder.
Certain somebody broke the last one. Owen, there's something you need to know.
No, way! You can't just leave me here!
I'm the one that Vader wants. If
I go, he will follow.
I'm not letting you.
Leia, please.
Wait.
Who cares what Leia says? She's a child.
Roken needs more time to fix the ship. This will give him that time.
Where's he going?
Spent 10
They got like a
years
escape pod or
protecting
something
the Jedi. This is my chance to
that they won't just
return that
immediately
favor.
blow out of the
So
sky?
close. Roken, you know this plan makes sense.
No, we need you.
It'll buy you the time you need. You must get these people out of here.
No.
Leia.
I find she needs to be given space. You must promise me that you'll get her home, Haja, as soon as I'm in the clear.
You have my word. Although another word of a liar and a fake Jedi may not mean much to you.
It's good enough for me.
Go on.
So take you back to the farm where you know they can find you? Weird.
What is it? How did she know it was here?
I don't know. All I know is she's coming. Ben is gone.
Whose fault is that?
Make the leave, bro. We need to take Luke and hide somewhere.
Where? In the desert? I'm not leaving my home. At least here we have a chance.
If we stay, we need help.
I'm not putting anyone else in danger, Owen. We're enough. You and me.
Well, that's idiotic. That's just the dumbest thing ever.
We both knew this.
We're enough. How do you know that? Oh, of course, she's the tough one.
The suns go down.
You know what I mean? He has no clue. You know, they're only married. But he looks at her like, what is this? What? What? Of course.
You said you'd take me home.
I wish that I could, Leia. Really, I do. Please tell your father I tried.
How could you have these meaningful of scenes, but yet she doesn't know him in A New Hope?
I have something for you. Roken found it before we got out.
It's empty.
Well, I wasn't going to give you a blaster, Leia. You're 10 years old.
This might be touching if it was a good show. You know, but you can't help but think how dumb the show is. So this isn't even touching my feels at all. They're taking a long time for him to go do what he's going to do. They're not already blown up by now. Is he finally going to talk to Qui-Gon?
I have to face him, Master. Whether he dies or I do, this ends today.
Are you ready? Dropship's all set. You don't have to do this, you know. We can still fix the drive.
I have to go. Just keep them safe.
Keep yourself safe, too.
People follow you. Don't stop.
Just getting started.
Are you trying to say that, hey, they're going to have another spinoff? They got a ship that big inside the other ship. So that means they could split up and half of them could survive, maybe? That looks cheesy. That looked really cheesy. Really cheesy.
The Tuskens are on the hunt again. They're raiding farms along the waste. So stay in here. If anything goes wrong, you know what to do. You run.
It's gonna be okay.
That looks really cheesy. It's like a cheesy Star Trek episode.
Prepare my ship. I will face him alone.
So he made it to the planet in that little ship, but they couldn't make anyway. Whatever. Make sure you show the little toy you can market as much as possible so you can sell several of them.
The perimeter. She's here.
Why does it seem like the special effects and stuff got cheesier in the last episode? Did they already spend all their money?
Have you come to destroy me, Obi-Wan?
I will do what I must.
It's alright. Choreography could be a little better. A lot better. Still fun seeing him go at it though. Could be a lot more fun, but I mean, it's not bad. Why does she want Luke? That's the motivation I don't understand. You think if she gets Luke, that Vader will come back to her and she'd get Vader? I don't understand. I need better aim.
Your strength has returned, but the weakness still remains. And that is why you will always lose.
That would have really hurt. He would have already been dead. That would have killed him about 10 times over.
That you could defeat me. You have failed, Master.
Just like all bad guys, they don't stop to make sure they're dead. Of course, can't say in real life, but in any universe, that's... Ow, that would hurt.
You really love the boy, like he's your own.
He is my own.
Where's the wife at?
What do you want?
Justice.
She's coming!
There's no way he could be alive. I mean, that's just silly. He's gonna find the strength and just push all the rocks back, because we know he lives. There's no tension here. Like, he might die. Oh, wait a second, he's in the movie after this. Like he wouldn't be able to sense. Yeah, there you go. That's a dumb move to pass your lightsaber behind you. You can only think what Shad would think about that move. So it is about lifting rocks. Now she's running. She's only been stabbed in the stomach with a lightsaber. But now she's running. Look, not even breathing heavy or nothing. This is so silly. She should be dead. Tusken Raiders of the Jawa's going to show up. Why don't you hit him with the other end? That would have actually killed him. That was a silly move. So if Obi-Wan doesn't kill him here, so then you can blame thousands of more deaths on Obi-Wan because he didn't take out Vader here. Good job, Obi-Wan. Good job. Just gonna let him live.
Anakin. Anakin's gone. I am what remains.
I'm sorry, Anakin, for all of it.
I am not your failure, Obi-Wan. You didn't kill Anakin Skywalker. I did. Same way, I will destroy you.
Man, this could have been really touching if the rest of the season was building to this and it was really good. Just think how good this scene could have been. But now the problem with that is that if you watch this and you take it as canon, then it makes Vader look, I don't know, kind of more pathetic or something like that whenever you do watch A New Hope or something. You know, he's not as menacing really once you see. You don't want to see how the sausage is made. You know, it's like go back and do the Solo movie. I don't need that. I just need to know Han Solo is cool. You go back and do that, doesn't look as cool. Don't tell me, is he going to get there in time? Or is he going to talk to Luke? So that little ship has hyperdrive. So you could have put lots of people in there and they could have gotten away. It was dumb. So they could have put a bunch of people in there with him. He could have led them this way. They could have left and they're chasing them. And before they catch him, he could have went to hyperspace. And then they would have lost both of them. Obi-Wan going to get there just in time. Why would she even want to kill him? I don't understand. What's her motivation to kill Luke? Did they not see the spaceship land?
Luke!
So there's no way they're going to find Luke if they didn't see a whole spaceship land right by their house. That's stupid.
I'll look in the Dune Sea. We'll search till we find him.
Ben!
What, she didn't kill him? What is the point of her? I don't understand. She should be dead. Are you not going to go grab him? Nothing? It's the first thing I'm going to do. I don't care who's sitting there. I'm going to go grab him. Not dead. He's in A New Hope. This is so tense.
I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it.
Why would you want to do it? I don't understand.
He killed them all and I couldn't do it.
Who's them? Who's them?
By showing mercy, you have given them peace.
Luke didn't kill them all. I don't understand. This is stupid.
Have I become him?
No. You've chosen not to. Who you become now. It is up to you.
Oh God, how many times have we heard that in shows? Can we get any more cliche? This is stupid. I don't understand why she would want to kill Luke. Why do all the lightsabers end up in the sand on Tatooine? It's like every lightsaber ends up there. Mustafa.
The probes are tracking every system within range. We will destroy everything in our path until he is found.
You seem agitated. I wonder if your thoughts are clear on this, Lord Vader. Perhaps your feelings for your old master have left you weakened. If your past cannot be overcome,
Kenobi means nothing. I serve only you, my master.
This show makes Obi-Wan seem stupid and almost cowardly, and it makes Vader less scary and less menacing. And it makes, between Princess Leia and Obi-Wan, dumb, because she knows who he is. Anyway. Yeah, because I'm sure she did her own hair. Don't tell me Obi-Wan's showing up.
Change things together.
So who is it today? More cousins?
Not exactly.
Will I ever see you again?
Maybe. Someday. But we must be careful. No one must know, or it could endanger us both.
Now that everybody in the universe knows that they're personal friends, and if you do something to him, Obi-Wan will show up, you know, that's just, they would all come after her. Kidnap Leia, Obi-Wan shows up. Like he wouldn't come kidnap Leia again. There's too much between them. So you could have had a show that really built on the lore and really added meaning into the... Everybody knows. Do you think Reva kept it to herself? Very underwhelming. I mean, it's one of those shows you can't put it in the canon because then it runs, you know, because I mean, it's not like it's going to be better than A New Hope or Empire Strikes Back. And then it runs those whenever you're watching. You're like, she already knew him. Anyway. Next thing you know, he'll be talking to Luke. But he did kind of know Luke's old Ben. But I mean, you could tell Owen didn't care. He didn't know him well. So he's literally living in a cave. Okay.
The only protection he needs now, Owen, is you and Brew. Take good care of him.
No way nobody could have tracked Reva there. I mean, I don't know how she got there. Had her own ship? Was it an Empire ship?
Dan, you want to meet him?
Hello there.
So they're the only protection he needs, so he's just going to leave? Or because Luke knows Ben lives out beyond the Dune Sea. Crazy old hermit. He's still got to keep an eye on him. Is he finally seeing his master?
Well, took you long enough.
Beginning to think you'd never come.
I was always here, Obi-Wan. You just were not ready to see. Come on, you've got a ways to go.
That was even cheesy. It didn't feel... Yeah. It's almost like they made a joke out of that. Well, that was definitely not worth it. Definitely not worth it. That show was underwhelming and idiotic. And ruined... Not ruined, because I mean, I don't have to count this as, anything. Didn't make sense with going forward and other stuff that's already happened. I mean, this makes Obi-Wan, like he lost faith and he was whatever. And they even made a joke at Qui-Gon at the end. That just seemed like a jokingly kind of thing. It didn't seem touching and stuff. And it made, if you watch more of this, it makes Vader seem less menacing. And Vader should be menacing. Made him seem just like a pathetic kid that's, throwing a temper tantrum. So this was dumb. Dumb. I don't know if I'll watch Andor or not. Depends. We'll see. I don't know if I want to torture myself even more. Some of this stuff is torture. Oh, goodness. But, I'm going to have to watch, not going to have to, I'm going to watch House of the Dragon. I still haven't started that yet. Got a job, so, can't just spend all day watching shows and editing. Editing's what takes forever. Watching the show, this takes 48 minutes. And it takes 3 days to edit it because I don't have hours and hours to spend. Anyway, so if I can get my daughter, because she wants me to wait on her to watch the House of the Dragon, so I've got to wait on her. So if I can get her, maybe hopefully tomorrow night, I can get her to start watching that. And so that was Obi-Wan. That was like pointless. It wasn't any good at all. Like the first episode kind of started off good, his day to day. That seemed kind of interesting. That's, his day to day seemed interesting on the first episode. But then when you brought in Leia and everything like that, it just got, it got dumb. It got dumb. And plus, you with someone like Kenobi, you can't have him and Leia and Luke, and so none of them die. So there's nothing that they could do to bring real tension unless you've never seen any Star Wars before. So I'm not sure what the point of all that was. You'd have had him, I don't know, it would have been better having him hunt down somebody else or something else happen where you're not really worried about putting him in danger, but maybe somebody else you care about in the show, or You know Luke knows nothing at the start of A New Hope, so you know nobody ever really gets to him. So there's no tension there. That's a problem with doing one of these like this. That's where an Andor could be better because you don't know anything about him. I mean, he's not in the future Star Wars, so you don't have any idea. So anyway, all right. Well, that was kind of boring. You know, it was actually kind of. Was it worse than Rings of Power? I'm thinking it was. I'm thinking it was worse than Rings of Power. Even though Rings of Power was boring, it wasn't as stupid. You know, I saw some stupid things, but this just seemed everything was just dumb in it. I mean, a lot of different things were just completely stupid and contrived. Even though there was a lot of contrived in that, I think I enjoyed that just a hair more, which doesn't say much, you know. Doesn't say a whole lot. Hopefully House of the Dragon's better. So, because I've heard good things about that. Haven't heard that good of things about Andor. So, we'll see. And I haven't watched, I've never watched Stranger Things. But I should be having some time off here, hopefully, in a little while. And that's when I plan on watching that. My wife's watching it right now. She says it's really good. So, like I said, I've never watched any of Stranger Things. Don't know if know a little bit about it, just people dropping things here and there, but I tried to not pay any attention, tried to make sure that I didn't spoil anything. So I'll get to that one day. Anyway, thank you for watching Crane's Bar and Grill and suffering through Kenobi with me. Oh, that was a slog. So I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Bye.